Shalom. Giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and safety and much blessings to the Akim that's pushing his truth out the four corners of the earth in all truth and sincerity and in diligence. Shalom. And when we as we come into the end of Passah, right, which we going into the Feast of Unleavened Bread. All right, but hey, listen, I was reading, and the Spirit, compelled me, just to, just do this lesson, man. And this lesson's about faith, right? This lesson is about faith, and we can go out here, we can preach, we can talk, we can say Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, right? You could believe on the name of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, but if you don't believe that He will, right? If you don't believe in His works, or you don't believe in, that He's, listening and He's there, anything that you ask for, it's not going to happen. All right. Because we are about to have to deal with Esau and his wrath. Right. Because the scripture says that he coming down with great wrath. Right. Because he had but a short time. So, we don't have guns. We don't have, things to defend us. Only thing we have is Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, right? And I'm gonna grab something just to touch on that. And I love to bring the scripture out because really and truly, this is really all we have. This is really all we have as believers. Okay, watch this. This is, I think it's 2 Samuel. All right, this is, give me a second. This is 1 Samuel 17:45. It says, Then David said to the Philistine, right, Thou comest to me with a sword and a spear. All right, so this heathen, right, the Philistine was coming to David. Now, this heathen Esau, right, our big brother, right, which is our arch nemesis, is going to come to us with a sword and a spear, right? And the scripture says, and with a shield, but I come to thee with the name of Yahweh of hosts, right? The power of the armies of Israel, whom thou hast defied. So we're going to be coming in the name of the Lord, but you have to believe that He will, right? You have to believe that the things that He says He's going to do, He's going to do. You can have the consciousness, and let me say it like that. You can be conscious that His names are Yahweh, and His name is Yahweh Shai. Just like Christians are conscious that in their spirit, they feel like it's God and Jesus Christ, but they don't have no faith in the names. Okay? They don't have no faith in the names. Having faith in the name of our Lord is having faith that He's going to do the things that He said. He's going to be a man of His word. All right. Because the scripture says He's not a man that He should lie. OK. So faith, right? Faith is the principal thing. The principal thing. Because you're not going to receive anything. Right. Let's do that. Let's go there. Let's go to James. Salakia. I got allergies bad. Akim. Salakia. This is James 1 and 5, and I'm gonna start there. This is James 1 and 5. It says, If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High, that giveth to men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given unto him. So ask, and ye shall receive. All right. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering, right? And when you go into that word nothing, it basically means not doubting, all right? Not doubt, Salaki. When you go into that word, I think it's wavering, nothing wavering, basically together, it means not doubting, okay? For he that wavered, for he that doubted, is like a wave of a sea driven with the wind and tossed. right? Because when the wind bloweth on the sea, on that water, it go this way, it go that. Whatever way the wind is blowing, that's the way it's going. So if things going bad, you feeling like, oh man, like it's time to display faith, bro. And it's like, man, and just a quick testimony, bro. Just to exhort, the newcomers and the believers. Man, I got me personally, I have the mother of my children. They are wicked as hell. They are wicked as hell. All of them. They need me to be a father to my children, but also want me to fail at the same time. Okay? But they take, all right, to because through the system. And it be to where it's like, damn, because when you're dealing with this system, they're going to, they don't matter if you don't got it, they're going to take it from you. Regardless. All right. But the way how, I feel about it in my spirit is like, oh, well, bitch. Oh, well. Oh, well. Because you want to know something? Whatever they take from me, I'm going to get it back 100-fold in the kingdom if I'm of the elect. Okay. Even if they not dealing with the system, like, because I have a baby mama that don't deal with the system. But if I don't make the payment, it's like I'm threatened with the system. So you use the system over your head as a foot on your neck, right? But at the same time, I don't give a shit. I don't care. You want to know why? Because it ain't nothing that they can do to me that the Lord don't allow them to do. So whatever that they do, the Lord orchestrated to them to do. Okay? So only thing I ask and pray for the Lord is to bring destruction on America, because the destruction on America is the destruction of their power. You see what I'm saying? Because they got power on the side. Women have power right now. But when that power is gone, right, then it's going to be our turn. You see? It's going to be our turn. Then we are going to be able to, hey, you know what I'm saying? Call whatever shots that may be. But that's just a quick testimony because, hey, the scripture says, give not thy strength unto a woman, right? So when you deal with a man's strength, it's his time, his mind, his money, his thoughts. When you give that to a woman, you are done. All right. And when a woman be able to take your money through the system, it's like you damn near become powerless. But you gain that power back through Yahweh Shai. Because when you deal with the truth shall make you free. So if you know the truth and you understand therein, watch this. Watch this. And this is all about having faith in the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, because they are faithful and true. Because if a woman get mad, she can just take your ass to court and you out of there. You out of there, right? It is what it is. This is Psalm 73 and 17. I'm going to start at 16. When I thought to know this, it was too painful for me. All right, man, come on. Let's just bring that down to our level here in this society. Here it is. You working, you got to pay your household. You got to pay for, you ain't on no fucking food stamps. You're not on Medicaid. You're not on housing assistance, but you got to pay for every little bit of things that you have. And then nowadays, if you ain't obtained a mortgage way back then and locked in like years ago, you paying at least, and where I'm at right now, you paying at least from goddamn $1,800 to $2,500 a month just for rent, bruh. All right, so you paying that on top of damn child support, right? Okay. Groceries, utilities, and if you got a slab, Salakia, you got a truck, you paying truck note, right? You paying for basic necessities. You see, hey, Akim, I'm paying child support for a kid that live with me. If that's not wicked, man. But it's all good. It's all good because I'm going to read the scripture. This is Psalm 73 and 16. When I thought to know this, it was too painful for me. Like, damn. until I went into the sanctuary of the Most High. When you accept captivity, when you understand, when you know that it is an end to the madness, is a method to the madness, when you understand the wicked, the triumphant of the wicked is short. Look what it says. Until I went in the sanctuary of the Most High, then I understood their end. And I'm only using this as an example. Now, when I started the camera or started this lesson, this was not about, I wasn't even thinking about what I'm talking about right now. But it's just on my spirit to go into it. Okay? But I understand their end. I understand what's to come. I understand what's to come to a rebellious wife. I understand what's to come to women that use the system. I understand what it is to 2/3. I understand what it is to disrespectful children. I understand what it is for the crumbling of the society. I understand death. Okay? So in this thing of ours that the Lord has placed upon us, we have to display faith in our afflictions. In our afflictions, that's where you're going to show what you made of. You know, you sitting up there worried about this, you worried about that. Nah, hey, listen, I'm not over righteous. I've been in situations to where, hey, you know, what I'm gonna do about this? But you're when you are presented with affliction, if your remedy is not calling on the Lord, and you need to check your spirit. You need to check your flesh. You got to, get that under control, because in Jacob's trouble, it ain't gonna be nothing you can do but to call on the Lord. All right. And if you doubt in the Lord, going into Jacob's trouble, then, you're going to be like that Hassad dude and those other characters talking about they don't want to eat the bitter herbs because it's disgusting. To eat the bitter herbs, man, is to understand that, hey, we are in captivity, right? To deal with the bitter, like a person that don't want to eat the bitter herbs on the Passover, right? That means this whole time you needed to have a comfortable life in this society for you to continue to doing what you got to do. Right? You can't work under afflictions. You can't work, because brothers, man, check this out, man. Brothers go through things. Brothers go through shit, man. Brothers go through shit. Brothers go through things, and brothers probably deal with it. And I'm going to speak from experience. Brothers go through big heartbreaks, okay? Brothers go through losing jobs. Brothers go through getting their vehicles towed. Brothers go through, goddamn baby mamas making up shit to try to get them thrown in jail and all these things. And you want to know something? They still got to go out there and teach. They still got to go out there and give glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. They still got to put up these lessons. They still got to deal with it, man. They still got to deal with it. And these guys are talking about they don't want to eat the bitter herbs because it's disgusting. Well, hey, bro, the bondage is disgusting. Right? The affliction is disgusting. This is what we deserve, man. You see? So back to the topic, man. In these afflictions, we got to show faith, bro. Through this bondage, through this captivity, through, we have to. And this is what it is. When you fight through affliction and captivity and, doing these things that you have to do in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that's how you're going to grow. Okay? You ever seen like the damn street, right? The street, concrete, right? You got down sidewalk, It's all concrete there. But you ever see like a root of grass grow through the concrete? All right, that was but the concrete was there for a long time. A long time before that grass pushed through there, right? But the whole time it was fighting to get through, to go through the cracks and go through the things that it had to go through to be able to get to the top of that concrete to grow. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like the concrete is there, and you'll see through the cracks. It'll be like a sprout of grass or something growing through the concrete. You know how much that grass had to go through to get to the top of that concrete, through all that goddamn concrete, man. You see? And that's what we got to do. We have to fight through afflictions through faith, man. And if you ain't got no faith, if you just out here just talk, because, hey, it's going to come a point in time when you can't just talk. It's going to come a point in time where you got to show for it, like, because you can get on the, like, you can be talking and blah, 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 but you're going to have to show for it some faith, man. You're going to have to show for it some faith because it's impossible, right? It's impossible. This is the, let me get to, let me get to Hebrews. This is Hebrews, is it 11:6? But without faith, it is impossible to please him. So you ain't doing shit. If you sitting up here hollering about Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, but when affliction arise upon you, whenever things challenge you, whenever things challenge your mental, when things challenge your spirit, when things challenge whatever makes you uncomfortable, and you get the crumbling, oh, blah, 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 woe is me, all is me. It is impossible to please the Lord without faith, man. Where is your faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai? Where's the recalling of his words back unto him, man? Where's the belief that you feel me? The Lord said he's not going to put you through more than what you are able. He's not going to put more on you than you are able. Do not forget that shit. I ain't going to say shit, Salaki, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, forgive me. Do not forget that, man. You cannot forget that. And I'm talking to myself too, you know, because like I said, man, I pay child support for a child that lives with me. And anytime it's an issue, I got these papers. It's to the point to where, okay, fine, cool, you got these papers. And you know, it's a system, well, how they like to look at it is a system that's going to hold, and this is the nigga woman talking, it's a system that's going to hold you accountable. But the thing is, brother, you know, and like I said, this was not about my situation before I started, you know, this camera. This is not about that at all. For real. I wasn't even thinking about that, but it's just coming out in the spirit. Okay. I deal with a woman now. When I say deal with, it's not like I'm you know, like, you know, we got relations. Nah, fuck her. I got children with a woman that, you know, that she hates the fact that, hey, my sons want to serve the Lord. She hates the fact that, I'm not a fucking deadbeat, so she can't blame her shortcomings and lack of accountability on me, man. All right, so I got a son that lives with me, right? And I pay child support for this son that lives with me because he rather live with me because he's gotten older and he understands the bullshit of his mom, and she hates that shit because he see what she is, man. Right? But anytime there's a problem, she want to throw, you know, Esau, Edom in my face and says, this is a system that's going to hold you accountable. Like, what you mean hold me accountable, bitch? I've been taking care of my children. But brothers, it's never going to be enough. It don't matter what you do. It's never going to be enough. All right. So in my mind, it's like, all right, cool. You don't argue with these women, man. You don't go back and forth with these women. You know what you do? You know that you, like the scripture says, it's not until I went into the sanctuary of the Most High that I understood that it's a system coming. It's a system coming, right? Whose foundations is of righteousness, right? That's going to hold these women accountable. And it ain't going to be no FRNs and payments that they're going to have to, you know, pay and for, you know, retribution and whatnot. No, it's going to be their life. You see? Because they chose death. All right. They chose what was in front of them. Okay. So back to the scripture, Hebrews 11:6. So it says, but without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, right? The foundation of this thing must believe Yahweh, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. So you must believe in the reward, man. All right. So the principal thing of this is, faith, because you're not going to receive anything, right? Oh, did I even read that? Let me go back to that. Did I even read that? You're not going to receive anything if you don't have faith. For this is James 1:7. It says, for let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Most High. So if you don't have faith, I'm going to start at 6. Let me read that. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering. For he that wavereth is like a wave of a sea driven with the wind and tossed. For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. So if you ain't got faith, you ain't receiving nothing from the Lord. And you can continue all day. You can say Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah. You got wicked niggas that say Yahweh. You got wicked niggas that say Yahweh Shah. But they ain't got no faith, man. They ain't got no faith, bro. What is faith, right? What is faith? This is Hebrews 11:1. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. In the NLT, faith shows the reality of what we hope for. It is the evidence of things we cannot see. Okay? So, in a rock and a hard place, you got to have faith, man. In situations where you see there's no light, you still got to have faith, man. And I'm talking to myself too, bro. All right, because we coming into these times where the men of the Lord willing, I'm of that number. We're going to be tested to the max, man. To the max, man. Because if you prevail, man, we're going to receive a kingdom, right? Man, it's going to be beautiful. But we're going to prevail through faith, bro. Through faith, accounts that have happened in the scriptures to where the Lord has come through for that man or the nation of Israel, right? So we got to have faith because faith is the principal thing. All right. So this is Ephesians chapter 6. Okay. Verse 12. It says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So the battle is spiritual. Basically, the battle is spiritual. All right. Okay. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor, that ye may stand, that ye may be able to stand within the day of evil, having done all to stand. Stand therefore, having your loins girded about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod in preparation in the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. Okay, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High. So we, through the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh, have to display faith, man. All right, having this word up in you, because wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that time. All right, going into that, it's the faith, right? The faith that you have, because, hey, look, man, we coming to the end of the Passah, right? And we understand that these are high holy days. These things are we're not going to just keep preaching, right? Understand that this preaching is going to end. We're not going to just keep preaching, man. All right. And the faith that you're going to need is astronomical, because we can get up. I can get up right now and go outside, after when the sun go down, throw some meat on the grill, have something to eat, man, for the next couple of days. All right. Or I can go to the store, grab some water, whatever beverage I feel, and I can have that for me. All right. So what about when I can't do that? Whenever I got to have the RFID microchip, man, to be able to buy or sell, man. Okay. And I ain't eating a day or two, man. Right. Which I hope I can eat, hope I don't go through, a long time period without eating. But who says I'm not, man? What am I going to do? Give up on the Lord? Oh, the Lord is not dealing with me. Hey, man, that is a scary thing for your conscience to condemn you, man. So everything you must understand here and now is a test. We got to understand that it's a test, man, right? The Lord said he's not unrighteous to forget your labor of love, okay? So you got to stand firm. You got to stand firm within faith, which brings me to the last precept, man. And, and I'm going to get out of here. This is Isaiah 7, and I'm going to read it in the NLT. This is Isaiah 7 and 9. You got to go up in the story to see what I'm talking about. But the last part of this scripture is, probably is the inspiration of this lesson, because I was reading in Isaiah 7. It says, this is Isaiah 7 and 9. It says, Israel is no stronger than its capital, Samaria, and Samaria is no stronger than its king. Pekah, son of Remaliah, right? Remaliah. Unless your faith is firm, I cannot make you stand firm. So our faith has to be firm. So if you weaken the faith, you're going to crumble regardless. The Lord he can't do nothing if you ain't got no faith in him. He can't do nothing with you, man. I'm going to read that again. Unless your faith is firm, I cannot make you stand firm. So you got to believe. You got to deal with the Lord. You got to understand and believe in him and believe the things that you don't see, man. So Lord willing, you will edify. Shalom.